Well, good morning, all.
Good morning.
Over here, we got a group here, then I got a group over here.
What is it with that southern accent?
Should we all circle in the middle?
Yeah, maybe. 26. February is almost over. A couple more days, and we're on to March. Although, how about this weather?
It's amazing.
Supposed to be 80, supposed to be 85 this weekend.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well,
That's
it's
when
Ready.
time for my morning jog.
Oh, yeah, this is a teaser, and then it does it, and then it.
The middle of the month, I mean, end of the month will be cold.
Brad, close that door, please.
All right. Who said they wanted 17? There is no 17.
No. Just my name on the seven. I don't remember.
No, you didn't. All right. We only have 2 blanks here. 17 is blank. Number 4. What does Darshana win? A shirt? A stress thing?
Oh, yeah. I need that.
A box? I have no idea what's in here.
Flashlight.
Flashlight?
Yeah, it's a flashlight.
How about some other stuff?
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
No sharing?
Sharing is caring, of course.
And your attendance?
All right. Remember to take pictures and check in on Facebook. And of course, we have Chris Miller here. And Chris and I go way back, almost 20 years now. Yeah. He's now with Homes.com. Who's enjoying the breakfast? Yeah. Thank Chris and Holmes for that. What you got, bud?
So let's look me in here real quick.
Oh, that's right.
Awesome. There we go. Perfect. Well, good morning.
Morning.
I'm excited to be here. You guys actually became the first Realty One group office I got to speak at, because the other one, they all had the flu 2 weeks ago. So I don't get to go back to them till April now. So I'm very excited to finally be in front of a group of Realty One people. Homes.com is partnering in your success. Anybody currently a member? I know I've got one for sure. How many people have set up their free profile with Homes.com? Only one other person. So we've got to get everybody to do that before the day's up. So just like Mark said, have your phones out. Make sure to take pictures, check in. I'm one of the few speakers that says, take your phones out. I don't care. If it rings, though, it better be a hot lead. My name is Chris Miller, of course. Yeah, let's see what's going on with my
Good morning.
Okay.
What if we hit enter?
My clicker is just being a little weird, I think. There we go. And now it's going. Went a little too fast.
Yeah.
Just a little delay. There we go. All right. I met Mark Caldwell Baker Premier Realty back in 2006. I was a brand new agent, been an agent very temporarily prior to making a move over there. I spent the previous 4 years before joining Homes.com as a broker. I feel the pain. I understand what goes on in real estate. I speak your language and happy to chat with anybody about real estate career at any point. You can call me anytime. Been there, done that, seen that stuff. And that's why I joined Homes.com because I believe in the product. I believe it's going to be good for agents. We are part of CoStar Group, which acquired the company about 5 years ago, started rebuilding the website, and has really made drastic improvements. So if you've had Homes.com in the past, it's not like what it is today. We own Apartments.com, LoopNet, if you're familiar with commercial, 10X, BizBuySell. We own Matterport as well, if you're familiar with Matterport Tours. We're going to talk about that a little bit. We are not a lead diversion site. And I'm sure you all are familiar with what that is. Your listings go into the IDX feed, gets ported out to all the websites just like ours does. Get the information from there. But then what happens on a lead diversion site, they turn around and they sell your leads to the highest bidder. Or they say you're clicking the listing agent, and where does it go? It goes right out to whoever has paid for that lead. It's not really the listing agent. Our motto is your listing, your lead, your buyer, your business. Even if you are not a paid member of our service, if you have a listing, this is still going to you, right? If somebody clicks on contact listing agent. So it's definitely worth having a free profile, because if you don't have it set up, where's the lead go? We're not selling it, so you're missing out on opportunities. And in fact, what was your name again? Your son?
Yes.
Yeah, she's getting leads and she's not a member. So there we go. Proof is in the pudding. How do buyers and sellers typically find you? Well, all your typical efforts. Our goal is to take what you're doing now and just expand upon it with our digital marketing solutions. We amplify these things for you as part of a member service. And I'm going to go through some of those free things and the paid things that you can do. But our goal is to keep you top of mind for past new clients, stand out from the competition, building client confidence, and of course, brand recognition. Not just Realty One, but you. You are your brand, right? Because people don't necessarily hire the company, they hire you. So our marketing value, you've probably seen this on a Super Bowl ad. We are literally everywhere at this point. We spent $1 billion in 2025. We're about to spend $1 billion in 2026. Right now, we're roughly 100 million unique visitors per month to our platform. This is bringing in quite a bit of traffic. We're not at that #1 spot yet, but we're closely honing in on it.
I hope to be still.
That's our goal. So our first goal with paid services with us, for people that want to become members, is top of mind with your listings. We feature them as long as they fit somebody's criteria. You go right to the top of the list. You never move down to the next page. Same thing with your contact page. And everybody has one of these. So if you haven't, like I said, if you haven't claimed it, this is something that everybody should do at some point today. And I'll show you an easy way to make sure you get it done as we finish here today. But even with our members, you can see there's multiple people here. What we're doing is just like how IDX rotates things every like 15 minutes, so they do an upload. We do the same thing. We just rotate like every 15 minutes. Somebody's looking at a particular area. And the way it works with us is if you have a current listing or you have sold in an area, that's how we decide which agents go where, right? So you can't buy a zip code from us. We don't do that kind of thing. It's all about actual experience. So if you've worked in a particular area, then that area you can be featured. And we have these really great landing pages with videos, and school information and ratings, and we feature the agents or listings right on those. So if somebody's clicked on you or they've clicked on your listing, we tend to follow them around our site with it. And then beyond that, we also port out your rental listings and your land listings to our other sites. We also do extensive retargeting. This is one of the biggest things that we do in terms of our paid service. Who's familiar with retargeting? Besides the guy who already has it with us. You know, one person? Okay. So you go on Amazon, right? And you're looking at these really cool new shoes. Then you click away because you didn't buy them today. Then you're on your Gmail and an ad pops up. And it says Amazon on the bottom and it's got those shoes. And you still didn't click on it. So now you're on ESPN and you're checking the scores. There's those shoes again. Right there again. We do this with your contact as well as your listings. So when they leave homes.com, if they've been looking at your listing or they were looking at your profile, we chase them around the internet with it, trying to get them to come back to the site and look at you or look at your listing. We also have contact targeting as part of our member services. It's like retargeting, except you tell us who we should be stalking around the internet, right? This goes really great with those people that like to do like email newsletters, that kind of thing. What's your open rate on an email campaign? Anybody know what your typical open rate is?
Like 1 to 2%.
Correct. Yeah, it's 1 or 2%. But this, oh, I guess they're trying to get me to say happy birthday to Veronica. This you can't ignore, right? So all the same people you're sending your email newsletters to, you could have uploaded in our system. And we'll follow them to the New York Times, we'll follow them to ESPN, everywhere you go with your new listing or with your contact profile to keep you top of mind. That's our goal. We also recently purchased Matterport. Matterport tours, have everybody seen a Matterport tour before? Kind of walk around in the house? Super cool, right? Well, in the Las Vegas area, every one of your listings, you can have Matterport for free as long as you're a paid member. So this is an extremely powerful tool. Young people really like it. But we can now make the furniture disappear. You might have just saw that on there. We're running ads about that as well. It also does dimensions of rooms. And with our new AI feature, which I'm not going to get into a whole lot of that today, but you can sit there and talk to it and ask it to move you from one room to the next and how far from like the countertop to the ceiling. It has all that kind of data. So it's pretty impressive. The Matterport tours are amazing, and what we're finding is that listings that have Matterport tours get 30 times or 34 times more views than other listings that don't on our platform. Something that we do for our members only, everybody gets leads. You know, you have a listing, it's your lead. But for our paid members, we do lead verification. We have a call center that will try to reach these people by email and phone. And if we can verify it for our members, we give it a little green shield. Let you know, hey, we verified this person. They said they want to buy, or they want to sell, or whatever the case is, prior to you having the call. But you still get them all, regardless. So the ones that we don't verify, you can still try to reach them, because we just haven't reached them. And it's probably because what happens with internet leads. Bad emails, bad phone numbers sometimes, so they may go unverified. But at least you know the green ones are good ones. Another free tool that is amazing, but doesn't do as good for you without the membership, is our digital listing presentation. Our listing presentation is where we're finding that agents can go into the appointment, show them the power of the marketing campaign, show them that they're doing Matterport tour, show them retargeting, and it really makes them stand out from the crowd. So your typical things at a listing appointment are showing where you're going to market, right? I'm going to put a yard sign in. I'm going to have you on social media. I'm going to blast you around the office. I'm going to send you out to my network, through emails, right? All of that's great, but in addition, you could be saying, I'm doing Matterport tours. Your home's going to get featured on almost 40,000 websites potentially, wherever somebody might go when they leave clicking on your website or on your listing. You're going to be top of mind on homes.com, and it's backed by this huge marketing campaign. So it's a pretty powerful tool, and we're finding that our members in 2025 are seeing that they win 60% more of their listing appointments, right? So if you're going into 10 appointments and you were only winning 1 before, now you're winning like 7. So really great tool. Another fun tool, Listing Analytics. This is also a free service, but you can set up for your listing on homes.com and automated analytics to go out to your seller clients that just shows where all their home is being featured, how many times somebody clicked on it, what brokerages took a look at it. Oh, that's very, very powerful stuff. What's our biggest complaint from sellers? Anybody know?
They don't get any information from the.
Yeah, it's lack of communication, right? So if you can set this up, you just go automatically. Again, something to just set up that profile so you're at least using that tool so that you're not worried about, oh man, I didn't have time to call this person this week. They're probably wondering what I did and now they're going to be mad at me. You know that at least something went to them, right? So that you could show that you're doing something to market their home. Our marketing advantage speaks for itself. Like I said, we're not doing selling leads. We're really just pushing your ability to do what you're already doing and help you win more clients that you're getting in front of. And hopefully you do get some leads from us as well. Something to just show you real quick here.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, I'm just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shopping site.
Are you okay?
No, it's the dust. We're going to keep you up there a little while longer.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting great exposure.
The new Homes.com is the only site that connects you directly to the actual listing agent for every property.
Like I was saying, it's 2,500 square feet.
Gosh, you have great taste. There's another one. That's why we do it, Marcy.
What's going on?
Oh, the Homes.com network just hit 100 million visitors.
Yeah, we get that every month.
Where can people find the most info about homes?
Where indeed?
I don't know.
So we're the place to find a place. We're just getting started.
This was the actor from Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, that's everyone. And she's from Saturday Night Live. We have Jeff Goldblum that pops in our commercials too because he does apartments.com. If you don't know how to set up a profile, or if you're interested in learning more about what we do, all you got to do is scan this. You can book an appointment with one of our account managers out of Richmond, Virginia. It's at your convenience. You pick out the times and set a time to spend maybe 20 minutes on the phone with them. They do like a Zoom call, and they'll walk you through getting all that set up, even your free profile. How long did your call take?
It was pretty quick. It was just as long as many questions I had.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yes, it's more about you, right? Yes, ma'am.
What does it cost?
So cost varies. It's dynamic pricing. They'll do that on the call with you because it's based on your 5-year listing average. Because we have to account for how many Matterport tours are we expected to have to pay for, how much advertising are we paying for across 40,000 websites. So there's a lot of that that's involved in their algorithm to figure out what our cost is going to be for marketing. And of course, right now we're eating a lot of it because we want to win. We want to be number one.
So what's the average?
Let me just tell you, the low end for Vegas is like $199 a month. And that's what you'd be looking at if you only do a few listings a year and you're looking to grow. I think that's a great tool for people that are really trying to grow their listing inventory. If you're a huge agent that's doing 30, 40 listings a year, this gets expensive. It's still great exposure, but it's really great for the agent who's, doing a deal or two a month that really wants to grow.
And what about if you're a multi-state agent?
Yeah, it'll cross over to everywhere you're working. Yeah. But do me a favor, put in this zip code.
Yeah, but it will work on one account only or not?
No, you would have one account. Yeah, because you're still just a single person.
So you can have one account with multiple licenses out there.
Oh yeah. That's very possible.
And how customizable landing pages?
So you're not customizing the page. We've already done it. So ultimately, you go in and just put your information, like, if you want to change the way your profile reads, change your picture, update contact info, that kind of stuff, you can do that with us. But the landing page itself is just going to show like your sold histories, current listings, when they click on your profile.
So Chris, you gonna hang out for a while?
Yes.
So any further
Last question.
question?
I can't believe everybody wants to know.
Breakfast, so
See, my question would have been answered by now. But how does the pricing increase? You said more listings, this
So, yes, it's volume, yeah, so say you do a whole lot more volume after signing up with us after 12 months, when you go to renew, they're looking at that and go, okay, we're spending more money on marketing for this person, so their price does go up a little bit. Thanks, Mark, I appreciate it. And later, we're gonna raffle off a Homes.com Stanley. Or we can do it now with the number generator.
All right, so first of all,
Did you put my name? What is this?
anybody that hasn't put their name on here, put their name in here. Pass it around.
Does Betty close Orlando?
So it doesn't include all of it. It includes just Homes.com, but we sync out to land and apartments and residential.
I have my
That is
last
completely separate thing.
session tomorrow. I've lost 22 pounds. I need to lose 10 more pounds in order to get into that beautiful African outfit I have. But they said it too small to begin with, but when they said it at the time, I could wear it. I just had nowhere to wear it.
You can do it.
And did you want to do this?
Yeah, everyone, we're waiting for everyone to fill out.
You can do it.
I'm gonna wait. You're all distracted by the Stanley Cup.
Charlotte's daughter just had a baby last night. 3 girls. All
Do it, do it, do it.
Anyone else need to sign
My
this?
birthday February 9th, the other one, I think it was February 19th, and then the baby was just born last night. Well, actually early this morning.
How you that up? Yeah, so for 1 month.
What are you doing?
3 girls.
What do you mean, what am I doing here?
Kind of got pregnant at the same time.
Yeah.
Push it down.
What is that?
Set the alarm.
All right, everybody ready?
All right.
Do the drum roll.
What number you guys want?
17.
14.
2. I think John went into 2.
Congratulations.
John owes me money.
Good morning, everyone. So, what's on my mind might maybe be on your mind, and we've already brought up the fact that it's supposed to be 80 degrees today, right? No. we're not ready for 80 degrees in the
I'm
morning.
always ready for 80 degrees.
Me too. I got a text the other day from an agent because we had denied a claim. And it was for a washing machine, and the tub was bent and it was hitting the side, and it caused it to fail sooner than it should have, because a bent tub in a washing machine is not normal wear and tear. But her residual question from that was just asking me, what can I do in the future to protect my clients from how the previous owners lived in the home? And that's a hard question. But your first line of defense is a home inspection, right? I know I'm not a home inspector, but that's your first line of defense, is to have somebody do a little bit deeper dive into that house and see what is or potentially is not working. Home warranties exclude pre-existing conditions or things that don't fail from normal wear and tear. So if you look at something, if you look inside the washing machine and the tub is all bent up, that's pre-existing. You know it, and you in that moment have the opportunity to negotiate that. Home warranties don't have any opportunity to negotiate something in your transaction. If something is run, let's say they run the washing machine, even though it usually has no clothes in it, and as it spins, it makes a terrible screeching noise. Home warranties don't cover noises or smells. As long as the system is working properly. If it's doing what it's supposed to do, the noise or the smell is an inconvenience, but it's not a warrantable situation. So I was just saying to her, you know, your first line of defense is a home warranty. The next line of defense is if you're getting, is a home inspection. Your next line of defense is if you are going to put a home warranty, to communicate with your clients that, you know, give them the 3 or the 5 or however many options you give, and have them reach out to hopefully a local home warranty rep. Hopefully me. Give me a soft intro. I will talk to people. I'll tell them that story. I'll tell them the story about the good that we do. I'll tell them about the things that aren't covered. I mean, I'm not going to go through every single potential electrical outlet in their home or what have you, but I will give them stories and I will set the right expectation. If they don't choose us, that's unfortunate, but at least their expectation is here. Because if this is where my plan is and this is where their expectation is, we're never going to bridge that gap, and none of us look like a hero. And at the end of the day, your business hopefully is built on referrals, and if they have a really bad experience, there's a potential to lose that next referral. It doesn't hinge on only the home warranty, I'm not saying that, but if they have a good experience, they're going to remember that. And because if you've signed up for your toolbox and they have a claim, and then you get the notification that they have a closed claim, because you're only going to get that if you have a toolbox, it's a great time to pick up the phone organically and say, hey, I saw you had a claim on an appliance. You saved $585. You know, or whatever. Reinforcing the decision, but reaching out and having that touch with your client. So, taking care of them, one of the best things outside of a home inspection and the home warranty you can do is have them have a HVAC inspection. Roughly $100. Home inspectors cannot legally open the AC system because they're not licensed AC technicians. And see if it needs to be serviced. Home warranties don't clean. We don't clean your stuff. And a lot of times somebody's never serviced their AC system. They don't, maybe they replace their filter once a year, and that will cause the demise of a system. And if it's not normal wear and tear, it might not be covered by a home warranty. We don't deny based on negligence. So if it fails because of that, but we aren't going to clean it. You know, so just, you know, I mean, there's no way that you can 100% protect from what has previously happened when someone's, you know, but just look at it, run it. The simple mechanical inspection, visual and mechanical inspection are things that can save thousands. Yes, sir.
But in winter, they don't turn on the AC. So what do you do in that case? You get a home inspection, but they don't run the AC.
No, they don't. Our question is going to be, say someone moves into their home tomorrow, and next week they turn on their AC, or this weekend, and it's not working. Our question is going to be, when is the last time it worked for you? Because it has to work at least one time in a home warranty for a home warranty to be in effect. And so it works one time and then fails. I mean, if they say it was working 20 minutes ago, then, you know, but if they say it worked in the home inspection, or I don't know, it's likely that that claim will be denied because it has to work at least once they take possession.
But most of the home inspector runs the AC and the heater.
So clearly don't say, I don't know.
Correct. You don't say, I don't know, you don't say it worked at the walkthrough, you don't say it worked at a home inspection, because, I mean, you can say that it worked at the home inspection, you can say that it worked at the walkthrough, but we don't have a plan in place at that point. Our plan isn't in place until they take possession, and our coverage isn't valid until they've used it and it works one time.
Gotcha.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah.
If they've had seller's coverage with HVAC added to it and it hasn't failed the entire time, that gives them so much strength on a claim being approved. And the seller's coverage, I brought a couple of trade coffee coupons today, so I have a couple questions for you. These are great to give to a client. It'll waive their first trade coffee on their claim, only with us, not with someone else. So, does a home warranty cover the cost of refrigerant?
Yeah. Unless you have coverage. Yes.
Okay. So if you're buying my home warranty, all of my plans cover refrigerant. Yes.
For Old Republic, how do you deal with, how long does it take to get someone in, say, for air conditioning?
So our policy with our service providers is if they place a claim, that they are agreeing to dispatch and have someone out within 48 business hours. In the summer, in the Southwest, if someone calls in a claim and asks it to be prioritized because it's AC, our priority service, and it's a checkbox that they, is 24 hours, not business hours, 24 hours. We are not an emergency service. We are a service that helps people save money on repairs and replacements. One of the best add-ons for bang for the buck is we have an emergency lodging and portable HVAC reimbursement. It's a $75 option. If we dispatch someone or can't dispatch someone in a timely manner and the AC is out and they only have one AC, that $75 option has up to $200 a night, a maximum of $1,000 for a hotel, or $100 a day for a portable purchase or reimbursement. So if it's out for 3 days and you buy a $500 portable, you're only being reimbursed $300, but it's still $300 and you keep it, unless you choose a rental. But that's just, and all of our plans, including our seller's coverage, if you add HVAC, will cover refrigerant. All of them. So a lot of my competitors, we have no limit on the physical HVAC system, the labor, or the refrigerant. What we have limits on is permits, code upgrades, modifications, the extras that aren't the physical system. So
Rain for the one on the roof.
a crane will cover $250 per claim. A crane is $250 to $300 an hour, so there might be some out-of-pocket $50 or $100. I haven't checked what cranes are this summer.
So when you were saying there's no limits, what about these old condominiums? Because I just went, showed somebody that some of the buildings were 1963 and this particular one's 1976, so they're those old-fashioned box ones. What about something like
So
that?
still no limit on the physical system. The limit is going to be the crane and the modifications. So we only cover modifications up to $1,000 on the platinum plan. So a couple summers ago, I had a condo that had a weirdly placed AC, and it was like a 3-story. That crane cost $1,200. Our cap is $250. So they had. What was it? So they had $950 out of pocket just for the crane. And they had a gold, so we didn't cover any modifications either. So they ended up paying like $2,500 out of pocket. They got a brand new whole AC system.
With this air conditioning inside the unit. Is that the air conditioning is inside the unit?
We don't care where it is.
Okay.
We just have
When you
limits
said
on.
frame, so I was just.
Yeah, so we have limits on the extras, but the physical system, we don't. As long as they're 5 tons or less. Anything over 5 tons is considered commercial. So sometimes people will promote, oh, this garage has a commercial AC system. We're not going to cover it.
All right, we need to move
Yeah.
on. If you have any questions for Stacia.
Yeah.
See what happens when you don't feed your agents?
Krista.
What is the home charter's
That is
yours? And is there any possibility, Mark?
There is an option. We have an option for roof leak coverage. It's $1,000. There has to be an active leak from rain, and it has to be over the living space, the foundational confines, not a walkway or a patio cover. So.
Darshana, you have any more questions?
Yeah, maybe suggesting.
All right.
I will. At the end, I'll ask another question.
Mark.
All right. Food truck out there slinging tacos, 11 to 1:30, something like that. Wear your favorite sports team jersey every Friday in February, which means we have one more Friday left, and that's tomorrow. Complimentary. That's another word for my favorite 4 Never mind. It means free. Free CEs,
It's Tuesday.
March 3rd. So next what? Tuesday? Wednesday?
Tuesday.
Tuesday, next Tuesday. 11 to 2, right here. If you want to come,
Oh, yes.
contact Steph. All right.
We are.
There'll be no business meeting next Thursday because we have an event here on Friday that we need to prepare for. If you were invited, you'd know. Everyone's turning on me. You know what? She goes, how many wives have you had? All right, next. 2 weeks from today.
If you keep acting like that, we're not coming.
2 weeks. 2 weeks from today is broker panel right here. No wife questions allowed. So 9:30. And then on March 17th is our annual St. Patrick's Day potluck. There's a sign-in sheet on that back table for the potluck. It'll be lots of fun. Blood drive coming up March 30th, all day right here in this room. And then we have our May Day, which we're doing it on May 4th this year because I will not be in town on May 1st. So, and I wanted to make sure I attend this. And let's talk stats. Active listings, 8892. Of those 8892, 6202 are single family. Let's compare that to just last week. 8892, so we're down a couple hundred listings. And so under contracts, 31 and 1900 sold. That number is up. And so this number is down, this number is up. It means this number comes down as well. So we have 4.7 months inventory, which just means, yeah, it's going down. Yeah. It just means if we don't take another listing, we'll be out of listings in 4.7 months. It means we're still in kind of we're in a stable market. We're not in the seller's market. We're not in the buyer's market. But you know what? Tell me, we might as well talk right now. Let's talk real estate.
Let's do it.
So let's start talking. What are you guys seeing out there?
Buyers are extremely picky.
Buyers are extremely picky.
Extremely.
They can be picky because there's more inventory out there.
But it used to be, like I've been in real estate a minute, it used to be the buyers were grateful to be able to get into a home, even if they had to do a little bit to it anymore.
Yeah.
They don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
It's the first time buyers who are so picky. They want like a really beautiful house, but their price range is only 400,000. I want this, and they don't have any money, extra money.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I just met with a buyer on Tuesday with a couple of our brand new agents, and yeah, it's he wanted 350, but he wanted
I want the yard.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing. It's our job to educate the buyers, and the best way we can educate our buyers is putting them in a conference room, pulling the MLS and doing a search right in front of them. Put their parameters in there, and they see that, because the consumer thinks this thing that we have access to, the MLS has an unlimited number of listings. Well, if you make them part of that search process, they're going to see that no, there's only 6 And you pull up the pictures, they don't like any of them. Or pull up the map and they don't like the location of any. So get them involved so we are educating them.
Because what happens is,
What's
they
that?
look on Zillow and Realtor.com.
Yeah.
And they see all these beautiful.
And Homes.com.
You know, and I'm sorry, Homes.com.
Don't worry, we're taking over.
So they see all these beautiful pictures with these
Yeah.
beautiful renovated or
Yeah.
brand new homes, and they never look at the price,
Mhm.
right? They never notice that price says $8.85 for a tiny postage stamp lot, like
Yeah.
you can throw toilet paper in the house. They don't pay attention to the price, so they forget that those houses, but I want this, right? Yeah, but that house is $1.3 million,
Mhm.
right? That house is
And
1.675.
your budget is
And
$650.
you told me you have 475
Yeah.
to spend, so.
Yep.
So you're right.
So,
My point is.
again, we gotta educate. So, was there a question? All right, what else is going on? You guys see it out there? This is not about me speaking for 30 minutes. You know, it's about, you guys, helping each other out.
But the sellers are also like, their homes are sitting in the market for so long, but they are
Tell me
unwilling
about
to
it.
bring the price down.
It's usually because they're unrealistic about the price, right, Chuck?
Are they?
Really? Some of these people bought their house in like 2023, and they are trying to.
It's price.
Yes.
We're always in a price-driven market, I'm your typical.
$100,000 profit in 2 years. In real estate? No, you can't. You gotta be realistic. You can't walk away with $100,000 profit in a
You're
year
right.
and a half in real estate.
Is
But
there
you
an
could
efficient?
lose, but you could lose $100,000.
Yeah, well, and maybe is there an efficient way to show them, a little bit about appreciation? So to set more realistic expectations that, yes, you think that you heard the story of your neighbor that sold his house for $150,000 more and got an 85% profit in the last 24 months. What would you say efficient
You let
way
the
to?
numbers talk. You pull up the comps and show them what has sold in the last 6 months, what is currently on the market, and how long have they been on the market, and then the expireds, what didn't sell.
So maybe that needs to be front and center, right?
Yeah.
In a positive way, that needs to be
And
the
show
starting
them
point
the-
of the conversation.
yeah.
So you immediately have better expectations.
Manage their
And
expectations.
also, if they make more money in the house.
How many meetings we got going on here? Are we in your meeting or are you in our meeting?
You're so mean.
No, I think she's a
What's this girl anyway?
No one knows.
She's new.
The outsider.
Sometimes I think when neighbors talk to each other, every seller has a different financial situation. Maybe he owes all of it on his loan and the other client didn't, and they don't know exactly what, why someone made more money than the other one, same house, same neighborhood. You have to be with their finances too.
Again, that's, our job is to educate. That really is our job. Ricky?
One of the strategies that I used to use back in California was when you have a seller who's got unrealistic expectations, you take them on a pricing tour. You show them what the costs
Yeah,
look
I
like.
love that.
Because then they can go home and say, oh, well, yeah, maybe they did have a better kitchen than I did, or they've got a bigger lot, or, whatever it is that you're trying to tell them in paper, they physically see.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. Show them the active properties out there and the prices that are out there.
Yep.
It depends how fast they are, you walk them what's available too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Active,
Yeah.
like this is your house, this is
Yeah,
going
sure.
to be your competition, and
Yeah.
it's like a beauty pageant. This is,
Mhm.
he's a runner.
Look how
Which one are you? The first, second, or third?
What sort of strategies are you guys using to get clients?
I have answer the phone.
99% of the time.
So Mida says 99% of hers are referrals. Who said answer the phone? No, I love that. I love that. Yeah, you're 100% right.
So how many of you like taking phone calls or texts as an agent, obviously?
I will. You should love it. Every time the phone
Well,
rings.
not anymore, cause it's so toxic.
Here's what I've always said is you need to communicate with people the way they want to be communicated with.
That's why I asked.
Who knows how I like to be communicated with?
I always
I
ask.
Face to face.
Yeah, yeah, things like listing agents.
Yelling.
I'm losing control
What's the answer?
You gotta text, we have to
Text.
text you 5 times.
You know that. I like text. You know, if you could text me a question, I'll usually answer right away, unless it's Mida. And if it requires a little more, I'm going to pick up the phone and call you and have that conversation.
Oh, I didn't know you're that close.
Or just step right into my office. What else? So Mida gets all her business past clients. Who else? Who's doing any sort of other sort of marketing? Open houses.
That's
Love that.
That's the only way I get most of my clients.
Love that.
That's my question.
So speaking of open houses, we might as well talk about a meeting that's going to come up in a few weeks. The end of what day is it? 26th.
What I don't know what you're referring to.
Rena.
Oh, I gotta look at my calendar.
All right. So my sister Rena is coming back to town.
Who are you, sister?
And what's that?
Pobrecita. Poor sister.
And
She doesn't have to deal with corporate dealing with it.
and we're going to be talking about open houses. So her and I did open houses together.
Yeah, the 26th.
The 26th, so March 26th. Mark that down in your calendar.
What was the
And share your ears.
I came across an email at the top. He said something about the law changing.
Who over here wants to talk about the new law?
I want to ask something. Is it true that
Brad?
now agents are banned from being
So just give a 2-minute overview of the new
The new
laws.
Vincent?
Yeah.
They just came out with new requirements like 2 weeks ago, so we're still trying to get our arms around it. But they expanded it, Vincent expanded it. It's always been in place, but they expanded it to include a lot more properties. So we're putting things in place that make it easier for the sellers and for the buyers to input their information, collect their IDs. It's supposed to be like a 2-minute process by the time we get done with it. But just make your sellers aware that they have to submit their IDs as well. But yeah, we're still learning about it ourselves.
So what this is set forth by the government so that for money laundering, to help identify any sort of money laundering. More? Is it? Yeah, they were listening to it over here.
You want the recording, just give me your card and I'll email you the recording. It's about 30 minutes.
Okay. Is it mostly for cash deals?
All cash deals, if it's going into an LLC or into a trust, it doesn't apply if it's going into a personal or to a personal.
Okay.
It's for people that are trying to hide money.
Right. So Vaughn from Rock Title said there was a class this morning, it was a 30-minute class. If you want a recording of it, give him your business card and he'll send you the recording.
I do have a question. Is it true that now agents are going to be banned of being with your client close?
No. Who's banned?
Mine is going to be better.
No. There's been no talk of banning the agents from closings, right? No.
Ida, you're banned.
What?
You're banned.
Rita, do you know how to read? Do you know how to read?
No.
I you didn't want to read.
No meeting.
I noticed. I wanted to join their meeting.
I was just telling them about the Louisiana cash transaction.
We could, you listen to the, yeah.
Yes.
Good. Yeah, and, good thing for you all to, watch that, that training. Good for us to know.
What training?
All right. I want to show you a couple things. What time we got? We got time.
You've got 10 minutes to win it.
All right. So first of all, RealtyZam.com. It's an app that you put on your phone, or it's a website. It's for you to track your expenses. It's a great tool for tax purposes. It's specifically created by a guy that he's a agent broker. I've known about this for many years. What's that? No, I brought it up before, but you know, I'm bringing it up again. So it's a great. I'm not sure on the pricing. Let's look up the pricing. So you get a 30-day trial for free, and then it's $11 a month, $14 a month, something like that. So it's affordable, but it's a really cool tool for you to use. It's RealtyZam. RealtyZam. You can find it in your app store. What's that?
Yeah, we'll tease that.
I think it's blue with the dollar sign, like the restaurant.
How about that homes.com
It's got a good app too.
It is a good app. You got AI features.
All right. Here's something else that I have brought up before. This is a great tool. It's called BizBox. Who's doing it, or who you don't know about it? So BizBox, these are boxes that you get branded with your information on it, and then you can send them, and I think they'll just drop ship them to your clients. So 10, 12, 15, 20 boxes, and they pack up their stuff, and it has your contact information there. So not only are they seeing it, but clearly they already know you, but everybody helping them pack, everybody helping them unpack sees your contact information.
That's a good gift for them.
It's a really good gift.
Yeah. And then when they give them to the.
Let's look at pricing. I always like looking at pricing. If I was out there listing and selling right now, I'd absolutely do this in a heartbeat. So, here's the different packages right here. So you go for the 10-box basic is $58, and then it goes up from there. So I would absolutely be doing this. That's just bizbox.com. All right.
Are they different sizes?
Seems good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're different sizes.
They have a small, medium.
Yeah, like this one is 20 mediums, 10 small, a glass pack, a dish pack, so on and so forth. So it all different packages. But you know what? If you're selling a $1 million home, I'd absolutely do that for $200. I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Hey, Mark, on the other app, the
Realty Down, when you log in, do you have to go online to create an account to start with? Because when you just logged in.
Right from your,
No, but it doesn't give an option to sign up. It just says log in. Yeah.
Have that for
You probably want your information.
Here's free stuff. You only get part of the information in our meeting, so it shows you pay attention. The developmental skills.
Stephanie, look at you.
all right.
You guys can't go next.
Urgent is gonna be banned.
So,
Not tomorrow.
who is familiar with Spacio?
Me.
Couple. Who's actually used it?
Open houses. I really want to use it.
Do you like it?
I use, now I switched to the Realty One.
Okay.
Because it goes straight to my, Jimmy.
Your CRM?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, but I used this before.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like it. I know.
Yeah.
It goes straight.
So what Spacio is, it's an app that you're going to put on your laptop or your tablet. And when you're doing an open house, as opposed to someone signing in on a piece of paper like this, because first of all, they write real messy, don't they?
Yeah.
Secondly, you can't read it. And I used to think that they did that so we couldn't read it. But somebody told me that they did it so other people that are signing in can't see that their information as well. So on this, you set up beforehand. And you have this setting up on your laptop or your tablet. Beautiful looking house,
It's a
isn't it?
beautiful house.
Is it?
It's all right, yeah.
Not your-
And he's not overpriced at all.
It's perfectly priced. I'm expecting an offer on Saturday, by the way.
Go, Mark.
So they put their name, email address, phone number. Are you currently working with an agent? They can put their mailing address in there as well. It goes into this database. It doesn't go into the CRM. But here's what this does that one doesn't do, is at the end of your open house, it will automatically how do I get out of here?
Sends them a email or something.
All right. So at the end of your open house, it will automatically send an email to everybody that signed in. The email says, John, thank you for taking time to attend the open house at 123 Elm Street today. If you have any remaining questions regarding this property or any other property, please feel free to contact me at your phone number, your email address. Below you'll find information on the property. It puts a picture of the house in there. It puts all the information about the house right in there. And it goes on to say if this particular property didn't meet all your criteria you're looking for, I can find others for you. This is an amazing, amazing tool. Because here's Spacio.
That's free for us, or?
It's free.
It sends the message right away, Mark.
Doesn't it only work if it's your listing?
No, you can create in there. It will only pull from the MLS if it's your listing, but you can go ahead and yeah, absolutely. Here's the thing on open houses. I learned this from Tom Ferry years ago. He used to say that when you do an open house, those people that attended your open house and signed it, they need to be contacted immediately, because what a lot of agents do is, they wait till they get back to their office, maybe on Monday, they do handwritten note cards, which are great, get them in the mail. They're not receiving those till maybe a week after your open house. They need to get something right away. So Tom used to say, send them a text message or a video text message or something. Well, I'm all about automating as much as possible. And this just automates it. They sign in, at the end of your open house, they get the email. So this is absolutely one of my favorite tools.
Can you clear up a misconception? If you're sitting in open house for another Realty One
Mhm.
agent, you have to have the buyer or
No.
the potential buyer sign anything other
Nope.
than the open house registry?
Yep. No buyer brokerage agreement necessary.
Can we, put your house on our social media?
Yeah, anybody that wants to advertise my house can.
What's the address?
10960
Where are you going?
Gardenova, closer around here.
All right.
10960.
You got an agent?
Obviously,
Listed,
you listed it yourself?
of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Mark, it's okay, is it newly listed?
No, it's been about 3 months.
What is
Will
that?
you come down in price?
Oh yeah, I did come way down.
1960.
What? Gardenova,
Beautiful. Where's it at?
Northwest. Northwest.
What are you asking for?
680 West.
What, and it's not always like
6%, right?
Almost 4. Yeah, almost 4.
Mark, 6%?
It's a nice backyard.
Yeah, you 1%.
Oh, I'm not sure you
All right. What else? What else?
Obviously, you don't like me, Mark.
Mark, what?
You know I love you. What? And well, Sky Hills. It's actually Talvona is the actual community.
Another really cool gift for buyers, especially for first-time home buyers, it's called Map of Our Life. It'll actually put their name, you can put the verbiage, but it'll take a picture of the map where their house is and it puts a house around it.
Nice.
So I got my client one of these for.
So you frame it?
Yeah, it actually comes framed, you can do either one.
What's
What do you
it
like,
cost?
like add their photo?
This one is $59.99, but you can get them on Etsy as well for, I think they're $30. Yeah,
Nice.
but that's probably without the frame on Etsy, so.
Nice.
Map of Our Life.
Can you say it again?
Map of Our Life.
Map of our life.
Oh,
The last thing I want to show you all is our One Design. So One Design Creative Studio, who's used it? Yeah. Trying to use it. It's they're updating it, they're improving it, they're adding stuff, they're integrating AI into it, so it's just making everything easier. For instance, if I come up here into marketing packages didn't exist till recently. I can hit marketing packages, I can hit listing packages, and then my listings. Clearly, it only come up if you have listings. I happen to have a listing. And so I could view the packages for this particular listing. And boom, like that.
Is this extra cost?
No.
It's not.
No.
When
Yeah.
I tried to log in, it was like,
You probably.
So it has price reduced,
oh.
has open houses, it has just listed. So if I want to come up here to price reduced, I just click open, and literally within 20, 30 seconds, it's going to create all these different Facebook stories, property flyers, door hangers, postcards, you know. Yeah.
That's new, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's brand new. They're integrating AI into a lot of our platforms now. So
Can you use that in the listing presentation? Or
you have to have a listing on this one. Yeah.
Well, on that one, but they do.
They do have listing presentations in there. Yeah. Yeah. Here's another thing that they almost have it is market stats. So you know how there's market stats in there, and there's all bunch of different templates of market stats. Well, on those market stats, you have to come up with the stats and you have to plug them in there, right? Well, they're coming out with, it's AI integrated, where it's going to plug in the market stats for you. And still,
Should we double check the numbers?
probably not a bad idea. When you first, when you first start using it, and then when you realize that, these are good numbers, and then you probably don't have to check it after that. But yeah, first couple times, I'd absolutely check the numbers. Yeah. That part's coming in. Yeah. All right, that's all I have up here.
Can we pitch listings?
Absolutely, 100%.
Oh, you guys, I need help. Please, please, please.
What do you got?
I have a listing in Summerlin. It's in the gated community of Santa Barbara. It's a 3-bedroom, but there's a closet off the primary bedroom that you could totally roll in and make a 4th bedroom.
So was it originally a 4th bedroom?
Apparently they were made like that.
Really?
I mean, it's huge. It's probably, I don't know, 10 by 10, so a bedroom size, got a window.
Would it fit all my shoes?
Yes. You
know that one's for you.
My clients only moved because they're expecting their first child and they don't have any family here, so they moved back to Colorado to be close to her family.
So they're already moved out as
They're
family?
gone, it's empty. But they owe $399 on it, and they just put in a brand new HVAC system last year, so literally we're listed at $440. They're walking away with like $600.
Yeah.
And I will give up some of my commissions so that the buyer's agent will get full 3%.
What's the address?
Is it worth the 440?
It is, because the last comp up for one that was slightly better than theirs was $450. So
What's the
1124 Milpas, Milpas.
Are you okay with anybody else advertising it?
Absolutely.
That's
Right.
it.
1124 Milpas.
It's vacant.
It is gated.
Lane.
MILPAS.
It's right next to
What
gas
else?
parking.
Who else has any listings that they need help with?
I do, I have a few guys, I have a rental listed in Toronto.
Oh, we don't do rooms.
I have one in Aliante, it's a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom, 647,000. It's 3,600 square foot, it's on an alarm system, so you can, you can advertise all my listings.
What's the address?
The one in Aliante is 7009 Arcadia Creek.
How you spell it?
Arcadia, ARCADAIA.
Let me translate for you. It's Arcadia.
Arcadia. Okay, next one, 5431 Hasley Canyon. How do you want me to say it? Hasley Canyon.
Hasley?
Hasley.
How do you spell that?
HASLEY Canyon.
I didn't hear that. Can you
It's Canyon. It's 438. It's right here in the southwest. I have another one, A9, 108, zip code 2829, North Microwave 565. That one has a tenant, but the owner is willing to sell it to, and then, they could either buy the tenant off or just buy it as a rental. And I have also a piece of land in Chrome.
I have my own house coming probably in a couple of weeks. It's in the Lakes, 5-bedroom, 3 full bath, about a little bit over 3,600, and it has a brand new pool. We just moved it about 2 years ago, and the lot size is 9,100.
Wow.
No HOA.
Nice.
What area?
It's not mixed use, but it's a really quiet neighborhood. We don't have HOAs.
Oh, that's right.
What's the street?
It's Turtle Vista, but it's by Desert and Corapachi. That's right, Corapachi.
How much is it?
We're planning on listing for 775.
Yeah, but what's it worth?
I have a rental listing, desperately needed tenant, I give 500 for it, for a brand new townhouse, 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, car garage, Durango and Russell. Brand new, 1 year old, all the appliances brand new, window covers, I has a.
Is that, those townhouses that we actually visited a couple years ago?
Visitors.
Yeah, those are nice.
How much?
I got a new listing coming up, but I.
How much is it, Shaw?
Maybe, yeah.
Shaw,
Spellbinding,
how much is the rent?
2150,
$21.50.
and it has a car charger in the garage already, in case anybody has. And 500, the restaurant is maybe. Okay, spellbinding.
Anyone have any buyers that they're having problems with?
I am looking for at least half an acre lot, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. Doesn't have to be all brand new. He's willing to upgrade it, but depending on what the condition of the house, price range is about 1.25 million. So if you guys have any listing coming up or off-market properties, please let me know.
Ricky?
Investor type properties? I've got a unit at the Platinum. If you're not familiar with the Platinum, it's a hotel condo. So if you choose to put it in the rental program, they pretty much had it rented out all of last year. You can use it a couple of times a year yourself. They bought
Where is
it.
Platinum?
Platinum is just beyond the Horseshoe.
It's behind.
Yeah, behind the Horseshoe.
Got it.
So it's non-beaming. Their particular unit faces the east. My client's bought it because he plays in the World Series of Poker, and apparently poker's not been lucrative this year, so now they're selling it. So, but it's a really, if you've never been in there, it's a really cool community. I mean, the building itself has everything.
Because they have separate, like, a full kitchen, right? Like, full kitchen, living room.
It's kind of like Trump Towers, but you actually have a full bedroom. There's a door. And you could put double beds in there if you wanted to, but the couch makes into a bed. And the thing is if you don't put it in the rental program, the HOAs are pretty steep. But they've got it listed at $245.
I have a coming soon, midterm, like 30 to 90 days for retirement communication. It's coming soon.
Anybody have any 55 plus buyers? For some city?
Yeah, here's one.
All right. Thank you all, and I love you all too.